Hello. This recording is again about complex area, but this time I'm going to be using subtraction to find the answers. These are the same shapes as the prior video, but I am using a different approach. Okay, so first thing, we first need to find the measurements of the missing sides. So remember how this side is 30 minus 23 makes 7 centimeters. And this side over here is 8 plus 7 makes 15 centimeters. 8 and 7. And then 30 minus 23 makes 7 centimeters. Okay. Now, here's the key when you want to use subtraction. You have to think outside the shape. Don't think of this as an L shape. Think of it as a large rectangle with a piece taken out. So we are going to find the area of this large rectangle all the way around here. And then we are going to find the area of this smaller rectangle here. And we're going to subtract the smaller rectangle from the larger rectangle. So let's get to it. First, this big rectangle is 30 times 15, which is 450 square centimeters. The small rectangle is 8 times 23, in each case length times width. 8 times 23 is 160 plus 24 is 184. To find the value of just this part, we do the whole thing minus this part. So 450 minus 184 is equal to 266 square centimeters. And if you remember from yesterday's work, the area that we found in that case was also 266 square centimeters. So, do you get the idea? You find the area of the large piece, you find the area of the part that is not included, and then you subtract to find what remains. Let's take a look at this shape. This time I'm going to extend this and make a big rectangle. And then we're going to subtract this triangle and this triangle from that space. And that will give us the area of the remaining part, this hexagon. So first, to find the area of this big rectangle, it is 18 by 17. So 18 times 17. That is 100 plus 80 is 180. Plus 70 is 250. Plus 56 is 306. 306 square inches for the big rectangle. Now, each of these is a right triangle. Those are right angles. So to find its area, I need the height here, and I need the base here, and the height here, and the base here. Well, to get that height, I'm going to do 17 minus 12. 17 minus 12 equals 5. So this height is 5, and this height is 5. Now, to get this base, well, I know that all the way from here to here is 18. So all the way from here to here is also 18. And the part I don't want is 8. So to get the part that remains, I have to do 18 minus 8, which is 10. But I don't know how that 10 is distributed. But in actual fact, it doesn't make any difference how that 10 is distributed. I'll show you. It might be as extreme as 5 and 5, in which case I will do 1/2 times 5 times 5 times 2, because there are 2 of them. So 5 times 5 is 25. 1/2 of 25 is 12.5. And then there are 2 of them. So that would be 2 times 12.5 is equal to 25. But I could also make it as extreme as 9 on this side and 1 on this side. Well, that would be a different set of triangles, wouldn't it? So one triangle would be 1/2 times 5 times 9 is equal to 1/2 times 45, which is equal to 22.5. The other triangle would be 1/2 times 1 times 5, which is 1/2 of 5, which is 2.5. Add those together and I still get 25. So as you can see, it does not matter how you distribute that 10. You could make them equal, you could make them completely unequal. It doesn't make any difference. So now, the big rectangle is 306. The 2 little triangles together are 25. We need to take those 2 little triangles away from the big rectangle to leave the hexagon in the middle. So we will do 306 minus 25 is equal to 281 square inches. And if you remember from yesterday, that's the same amount. And that's the idea of this. Find the area of the big shape, subtract away the parts that you're not using, and you get the area of the shaded shape. That's it. Ask any questions that you have.